Hello. Hey, Christine. How are you doing? So don't mind my frizzoid hair. My goodness. Don't mind that. Hello. Hello, Pile Adventures. Hey, Darla. How are you? This is a weird setup. I know. Hey, Cheryl. Hello, Laura. Who here remembers when I used to just always do these? I know Cheryl will probably remember this. Christine likely will. When I was in Canada, this was all I could do were home streams. So yeah, we're kicking it old school, I guess, tonight. I guess. So long. How the times changed, right, Cheryl? Crazy. Hello, everybody. I'm just kind of getting things situated here because I normally do this on like my camera, I have a Sony, but I don't know where it is right now. It's in a box. I know it is because I was cleaning my office the other day and I threw it somewhere and I didn't throw it, but I don't know where it is. So we're using my phone and my gimbal like I would in the parks. So anyway, we're gonna see how this one goes. All right, so happy Canada Day to everyone who is celebrating in Canada and who's not celebrating in Canada, but just a happy Canada Day to you guys because it's Canada Day. It's Canada's birthday today, so that's fun. I have a little bit of FOMO because I'm not in Canada for Canada Day, but it's okay. Hey, Christina. I'm feeling somewhat okay. I have Icy Hot on, so I'm okay right now. I was okay throughout the day, but hopefully I'll be good for Thursday. So hello, Bobby. Hey, April. John Minton. The tools hopefully you won't need today. That's the goal. I won't break anything here in my house, but Lord knows it's me, so who knows. But yeah, that's me. Hello, Emma, and happy Canada Day. So I think what I'll do, I might get copyrighted for this, but I'm just gonna play my like Canada Day playlist on Spotify in the background really quietly. So maybe I won't get, I don't know if you can hear it. You just let me know if you can hear it. Hey, Fluff Nugget, how are you? Happy Canada Day. Hello, Todd. Welcome, everyone. Thank you. This is my office. So this is what Zoom backgrounds look like for me. So welcome to my home office. Hello, Michael. I know if you need tools tonight. Hi, Justin. But yeah, so welcome to what it looks like while I'm working. Martha is, believe it or not, well, you're going to believe this. So Maui is here on my couch. He's sound asleep in my office. Martha is in the living room watching her Christmas Hallmark movies. I'm not kidding. Usually she follows me into my office when I come in here, but no, she is out there watching her Hallmark Christmas movies because Christmas in July has started on Hallmark. So hi, Judy. Hey, Brave. That's a great question, Laura, and this is a Q&A, so you guys can answer. You can ask questions as long as they're appropriate. I will answer. That's a great question. So what inspired me to be a Disney streamer? So at first I was a Disney vlogger, and mainly because I was in Canada and I couldn't really stream from Canada. So I did a lot of either like home streams if I was streaming or vlogs. I did a lot of Run Disney vlogs. I did kind of Disney news, and it all started around the COVID time. And then when I moved here, I was like, I'll try streaming and see how that goes. And then I just ended up really enjoying the interaction every single day. So that's my big thing. Because I work from home, it gets very isolating. And sorry, I talk a lot with my hands, so now you can see what I look like when I'm streaming. But yeah, so it's kind of isolating when you work by yourself in your home. So it's my social hour, and I appreciate each and every one of you so much, and you guys keep me going, so thank you so much for doing that. That's a great question. I just made Martha sound like my grandmother. Well, her name is Martha. So, all right. Hello, Roger. Hi, Jack. Hey, Holly. How are you? I'm hoping I caught everybody. Let me just check and make sure. I'm gonna put myself in the live chat. Also, I'm sorry. These crown things are, I was able to avoid them for so long, and then they just automatically started. So now I have like the top fans crowns thing. So I'm sorry if that's annoying for you guys. I have no idea how to turn it off. So hi, Evan. But yeah, I talk with my hands all the time. One of these days I'm going, I think for us, someone said it's a French Canadian thing, but I think it's just like, I don't know, I think it's a people thing. Oh, my hair is pretty long. Yeah, it's a little gross and frizzy right now, but don't mind me. Is that Dylan and Brenda? Yes. Okay, so this one, I love that you saw that. This is my favorite. Okay, so this is part of my favorite thing of my wall, by the way, in my office. So I'll take them down. Okay, so this one is the cast, and it's signed by Jason Priestley. Because I went to MegaCon here in Orlando, and I even said to myself, I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to MegaCon unless I can see, unless 90210 people are going. And specifically, I had said Jason Priestley and Shannon Doherty. And I was so lucky because they were both there. So this is my cast thing with Jason's autograph. Little Canadian boy. I had a good 45-minute conversation with him because I told him, I'm like, hey, fellow Canadian. And then we talked all about Canada. And, you know, because that's what we do. And then this one is, you like, oh yes, we can talk about that one in a second. And then this is a signed Shannon Doherty and Luke Perry picture. It's just signed by Shannon. But I was actually really lucky because I met her like 5 months before she passed away. So, and I had said, I'm like, I gotta go because everyone knew she was pretty sick, right? So I'm like, I don't know if she's gonna come back. Is she not? If these are not straight, that's fine. I'll fix them later. Well, that one's clearly not straight. Good grief. Andrea. Okay. And then I'll show you this one. This is like the coolest part of it all though. Is I have a picture with both Jason and Shannon. So this is like the keeper, you know? Okay, let me try and get that up there. Okay, I'll fix them after if they're not straight. I'll fix them later. So that is that. So I am like a diehard 90210 fan. Like diehard. I know every single episode. My husband had never seen a single episode of it. When I moved here, I was like, what is this on Pluto TV? Just so you know, Pluto is a free app. You can watch like chronologically the entire series of 90210. I own all the DVDs because I'm that person. But just so you know, you could check that out. And anyway, so I would watch it non-stop while I was waiting for like my work contract and all that stuff. So I had like a month where I was waiting for my work contract to get settled, so I wasn't really doing anything. And so then we just watched 90210 all the time, and now he's like, he knows all the storylines. He can't stand Kelly Taylor. Like, it's just really funny. He's like, Kelly. It's really quite funny. And this is a giant flick. Like, he's huge. I'll show you this guy. Like, he is humongous. Oh my god. Okay. This is Flick. He's like the size of me. I won this when A Bug's Life first got released on VHS. I won it from Walmart. So there's that. All right. Let me see. Okay. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anyone. Okay. So John's question is, what got me interested in Disney? A very, very, very young age. So my dad was really into it. My dad did a lot of radio stuff, and he was just very into behind the scenes stuff. So for him, he thought it was absolutely insane. The stuff that goes behind it. So he made it a point to take us when we were young. And I've been kind of going to Disney World since I was 6 months old. And so I kind of grew up with it. I'm the only one in my family that's crazy Disney the way I am, but they all fully support it. They all love Disney, but they fully support my love for Disney. So let's see. Let me see here. Did I miss any? I'm just double checking. Hey Blake, how are you? And Christina, I agree with you. So I like to say that the 90210 was best before Brenda went nuts. Before they like did weird things with her character. Hey Josh R, how are you? Happy Tuesday. Hey Aunt Chrissy. Wayne, here's my thing, Wayne. You're never late if you are here. So don't ever say you're late. And hello, Joanne. Happy Canada Day to you, Joanne. I'm close to your age, Laura. I'm very, very close. All this 90210 talk is making me think I should watch. Michael, you have to watch it. You have to watch it. Hey, Peter. Welcome in from Canada. What province are you in? Love the pic of you and you run Disney Mills. Oh, thank you. That's my sister and I. That was our first Dopey challenge. And my sister, what a rock star. I'm just saying. She had never ran before. We signed up for it and she had only ever done a 5K. The longest I had done was 10 miles. And we went and just signed up for Dopey because we're nuts. And my sister ran that with a double herniated disc. And she finished the Dopey challenge. So I'm just putting it out there. I'm not gonna say everyone can do it. I mean, it's all relative, but she did it with a double herniated disc and essentially doing couch to Dopey. So we were crazy. Yes, 90210 is a very old show. It was like early 90s. Yeah. And to remind you. Let me see. It's not fair. I did use the tone on Michael. I mean, 90210 wasn't really like a dude's show, I guess. I am not a big Stitch fan. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, you're from Windsor, Ontario. I'm from Eastern Ontario, so I'm closer to the Quebec border. Happy Tuesday, Kristen. First show to air on the Fox network. Exactly. That is so true, Cheryl. That's the thing. It was like Fox wasn't even like an official network yet. It was like the launch. So I was listening to some interviews and I don't know if you guys listen to any podcasts, but Shannon Doherty had a great podcast. It's still on Spotify if you want to check it out. It's called Let's Be Clear, and fantastic. Let's Be Clear with Shannon Doherty. She has a really, really great one, and she's brought Jason on the show and other people from the show, so you should check that out. Their episode is really great because they talk about how like the pilot didn't do that well, and then all of a sudden there was just this crazy surge. But my sister watched 90210 religiously. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair that you wouldn't really have understood. I'm not sure it's your thing, John. They had Shannon Doherty on one of my... Oh my gosh. She's so great, right? I had a really special moment with Shannon. I made her cry, and then in turn she made me cry. And I was just like... Because we knew she was sick, and it was like near the end of the day when I met her to talk to her. And I remember saying, like, how tired are you? Because she was going through her, obviously her treatments. And she's like, I'm tired, but everybody's making it worth it. So, and then I said, well, we're super grateful that you're doing this. And I was just like, you know, I went a little sap and I was like, just know, like, you're never going through this alone. You have all of your fans that are standing behind you. And then I was saying, you know, like, I've gone through my own medical stuff, not to that degree, but I do have a sister who has cystic fibrosis, and she had a double lung transplant. She's thriving. So we kind of bonded with that, and then she cried, and then I cried, and it was just like, it was a thing. It was a thing. Hello, Robert. But yeah, it's a good show. I like it. I mean, it's your classic. Actually, it pushed a lot of barriers. There was basically nothing. No topic was too big to cover on that show, so I think that was part of the reason why I liked it. And then you always have like Brandon, do the right thing, Steve. You know, and then you have Steve. Steve is my husband's absolute favorite. He loves Steve. I mean, who doesn't like Steve Sanders? You know. Hello, Helen. How are you? So I had some questions. I didn't get very many questions on Instagram. My husband's gonna come in, so it means my dogs. I just saw like the camera thing. He's gonna come in. And it's gonna be very loud. You'll probably hear Martha. Maui, your dad's home. He does not care. He is comfy where he's at. He is comfy. So happy Canada Day. Brandon the good guy. And he's actually like a really, really nice guy. Just so you know, he had a near-death experience. I don't know if anybody knows that. You need to see the doggy. Okay. I'll move. I'll flip the camera quick. This is the messy part of my office. There's Maui on the couch. And Martha is harassing her father right now. Because that's just what she does. She loves her dad. Let me go. Okay. Sorry, there we go. Okay, I think we're straightened out. I know. He's such a baby. Good, you had a good day? That's awesome. My day was really good. Oh, you went to the Jays game? What a game, right? This is, if you guys don't know, the Blue Jays historically have a very, very bad track record for the Canada Day game. They always lose. But what a game. What a game. You sit on the floor, Wayne. And I changed my mind a million times. Can you guys hear the music at all? I don't want it to be too loud so I get copyrighted, but I want it loud enough that it's not boring in here, me talking. Because I'm a huge Color Me Bad fan. That was an episode. Oh my gosh, I talked about that episode. That's the episode that Donna. Oh, there's Martha. Hi, honey. Hi. Come here. Come here. Oh, God. Oh. Hi, babe. Here's Martha May. Hi. They want to see you there. Oh, okay, she's gone now. Her dad's back. But yeah. Okay. No, I do not have kids. I have fur babies. And my favorite all-time hockey player. It's a very big question. So just so you know, I'm a Montreal Canadiens fan. So it's definitely going to be a Canadian. Do I want to say Saku Koivu? Because Saku Koivu is great. Carey Price, phenomenal goaltender. I'm going to say Saku Koivu. Although, if I'm going non-Montreal, I like Joe Sakic a lot. I liked watching him. Michael. Don't get yeeted. Yes, exactly. Yes, Holly, that is when Dawn got her mom. That's what I was trying to say. Oh, Felice. Let's see. Hey, Brianna, how are you? She's probably gone back to go and watch Hallmark for sure. The Stars got their new coach today. Oh, good. Okay. I didn't go to the parks today. That's why we are here. So last year I did a Canada Day stream from Epcot. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was a little disappointed. And I think it's still the same way. So I worked in the Canada Pavilion 12 years ago, 13 years ago, long enough time ago. And when I worked there on the July 1st, they would put like a Canadian flag everywhere, all over the pavilion. The management gave us a barbecue in the back. Like, they did really great things with us. And then I went and they didn't have anything. And I was like, what is going on? So I was just a little disappointed. I know I can't jump kick. My back does hurt. I'm like Dirty Dom right now. I have a doctor's note. Let's see. Oh. Hey, Disney Fort girl, how are you? Let's see. Yes, thank you so much for subscribing. Kim, what are you doing on here? How are you? Kim is currently flying on first class. Fancy little lady. But hi, Kimmy. If you don't subscribe to Disney Girl Kim, please go do that because she's fantastic. Natural born streamer. Like, she's fantastic. And I really do recommend that you follow her. She's great. We are Junior Varsity. Kim and I, Junior Varsity, baby. It's actually really funny, Emma, is that she did not book first class. She got essentially like gifted first class. I'll let her tell the story. It's her story to tell, but it's very cool. Let's see. Kim is a VIP, absolutely. I won't tell your boss. I watch streamers all day at work. Oh, okay, okay, so the 25-person patio set. Okay. So that is a fairly well-known saying back home where it's like, all right, I'll meet you at my 25-piece patio set. And today would be a great day for that. So a 25-piece patio set is a chair and a case of 24 beers. That's all it is. So on holidays, that's what we do. 25-piece patio set. Basically, bring your own chair. Because I have my own patio set. You have to bring your own patio set. So that's that. Yeah, so actually we could have fun with that one. There's a lot of I was doing this at work. We were in a meeting and I told everyone today, I'm like, don't expect me to be working today because it is a holiday. So I'm gonna use Canadian slang terms and phrases because I was doing this with my mods earlier. Actually, we were having a pretty good time. Hi, Martha. Hi, sweetheart. Hi. She's got her head on my lap. But yeah, so that's what a 25-piece patio set is. Okay. So let me see here. When Yes finally got on the plane, they moved these from the back seat. She's living life. Oh, you still have to send yours. Yeah. So there's like different things like Canadianisms, right? Like words like favor, flavor, favorite, anything that's like that. We spell with OU, whereas the US drops the U. So that's a weird thing. No, I am not a horror movie fan at all. Thank you. You want to say hi?
Sure.
Everybody want to meet Ron? Here's my husband.
Hi, everyone. I don't know where I'm at. Hi, everyone.
Yeah.
Nice to see everyone.
He just got home from work, but he's a good husband, and he brought me a Molson Canadian for Canada Day.
Happy Canada Day, baby.
Thank you.
Whatever.
Thank you. So he's like never on stream, just so everyone knows. Now you know what he looks like. That's my husband. See, he's a good man. Cheers, everyone. I don't know. I think he took a sip of this already. Typical. What are you doing, Martha? Oh, she's got a toy she found. Oh yeah, Judy, my back is like not great, but I have Icy Hot on, so I'm doing okay. And I'm not sponsored by Icy Hot, but like Shaq, hit me up because I should be at this point. I'm gonna show you this. This is my favorite thing, and this is probably a really good thing to travel with. So this is like an Icy Hot bomb ball, and you just like twist this off, and this is like hard. It's like a bomb, and you just like rub it on wherever it hurts. I feel like it's perfect because you can throw it in your bag. It's in my stream bag all the time because I never know what's gonna happen. But it didn't help me on Sunday. I was hoping it would, but it did not. Hey James. Yeah, so look at Kim's story. She was going to her seat and a lady was sitting in it, and she's like, I'm so sorry, that's my seat. And she was like, I know, I'm gifting you mine in 3A. She wanted to be with her daughter. So. Oh, Disney Fort Girl, I'm sorry, I missed your question. I'm originally from Eastern Ontario, in Canada. So, that's why I got all this stuff on today. And my SwishWilly Canada stuff. Let me see. I just want to make sure. Yeah, I know. Kim's got, like, that was pure luck. How awesome was that? Okay, and my mods are being great. They are informing me when I miss a question. So, meaning of my channel name. So, when I started creating my channel, I was living in Toronto at the time, at the very beginning, and I was working for the Toronto Raptors at the time. So I didn't know if I wanted to keep I knew I wanted to do Disney stuff, but I didn't know if I also wanted to do some sports stuff. So I took Swish from basketball. And then I took Willy, which was a play off of my last name. And so it was SwishWilly, and then I'm like, and Disney, so people know what I'm normally about. And then that way, if my channel expanded and I was like, oh, I'm more than Disney, I could just drop the and Disney, which I really don't anticipate that ever happening. Or if Disney's like, you need to not use Disney in your name, at least I have something and I can drop the and Disney pretty quick. Most people will just call me SwishWilly anyway, so it's fine. It works for me. And another question I had was, do I like horror movies and which ones? No, I do not. I am not a horror movie fan. At all. At all. Oh yes, this is Flick from A Bug's Life. Let's see. He's humongo. I won that in a Walmart contest. Was I able to have any classic Disney snacks today? No. This is my, Canadian snacks, not Disney snacks. This is my Canadian snack. So, who here has seen the Canadian band Waze at the Canada Pavilion? They're really good, and they play. So I went and I saw off stream. I saw their 3:30 set, and their 3:30 set has more modern songs. So they played Shawn Mendes, The Weeknd. What else did they say? I was very surprised they did Blinding Lights, which is one of the coolest Weeknd songs. This is Molson Canadian. Cheryl on my stream. Did I miss your question? Oh yes, Bieber. Hey Meech. They did Bieber. What song was it? Is it too late now to say sorry? I don't know if it was that one. Who is your favorite Disney character? That's a really hard question, and I go back and forth. I mean, some days I'll say Powerline, some days I say Hercules. I could go on forever. Frozone. I'm like looking at my Funkos right now because I have so many Funkos. Like Duke Kaboom is great. Hades, Jack Sparrow. There's just so many I can never narrow it down. It really depends on my mood that day. I mean, okay, I am never going to say if someone should try it. If you are a beer if you're of age, a beer fan, and you have no sensitivities, then I say yes, you should try it. But I'm never going to outwardly advertise that you should have it, because I don't know what your sensitivities are. I will not be held liable. Just saying. Let me see. I think Brave's probably watching in the back. Do I like Creamore? I don't mind Creamore. It's a nice way to switch it up, but yeah, I don't mind it at all. Oh, we got Céline Dion playing now. Can you guys hear the music at all? Darla, she's probably in aisle 7 with Disney March. Probably so. So I got 2 questions on Instagram. And one of them was, am I going to go to Disneyland for Disneyland's 70th? I do not know. I usually only end up in California for work. And where I work in California, in rush hour, it could take me almost 2 hours to get to Disneyland. So it might not be worth me venturing all the way down. Or over. I don't even know if it's down. It's over. So maybe that is left. We don't know. We don't know. We will find out. Oh, good. Laura can hear it. It's good old sit-in, you know? Oh my god. Smarties are the best. So for those who don't know, Smarties to the United States are like those chalky kind of candies. We call those Rockets back home. And Smarties for us is our M&M. And they're just so much better. The chocolate's different. There's no artificial colors or anything like that, so it's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Let's see. Oh, maybe she is in 3A next to Kim. I have 12 months to just. It's true. Their anniversaries are a long time. I have quite a long time. And maybe, I don't know, I have to find out for my work. I may be going back in August, but then I could be going back. It could not be August. It could be October or November. I have no idea. I have no idea. Coffee Crisp is good. I'm not a big Coffee Crisp fan overall. There's much better Canadian chocolate bars in my opinion, like Caramilk. Wonder Bar is my personal favorite. It's peanut butter and caramel. And then the Canadian Kit Kat tastes different to the American Kit Kat. Weird, but it does. And Fuzzy Peaches are the best Canadian candy. Oh. Oh no. At least you have big seats. If I was in the park with you and started raining, yes, I would share my umbrella, but it's all relative as to how you share with a short person. I will try my best to share with people that are taller than me, because most people are taller than me. I will try my best. But if the tall person gets a little bit selfish and ends up hitting me in the head with the corner of the umbrella, like the spokes, then we may have conversation. Oh, cheesies. Cheesies are great. So I personally prefer the crunchy cheesies. So cheesies are like Cheetos, but the puffy ones. Just so you guys know, we call them cheesies back home. Canadian snacks that I love. Smarties are great, but I'm not a big chocolate fan overall. Speaking of big, Mr. Biggs, those are a great chocolate bar though. There's Brave. See, she's here. She was just roaming the streets and came back. Oh my goodness. But hello everyone, I'm glad you guys are here. It's a different kind of stream. So if you're wondering why I am not out in the parks tonight, I did hurt my back. And I said last night to my husband that I'm like, I'm debating if I'm going streaming or not. And he goes, no you're not. When you call me from your desk, almost in tears from pain, I think you need to take a couple of days rest. So that's why I'm here. He gave me the hard no. So Oh, you should, Kim. Thanks. Do I regret leaving Canada? No, regret is a very strong word. I miss Canada a lot. I miss like having the four seasons. I miss seeing my family all the time because we're a very close family. But they're happy I'm here because they get to come visit. So, but regret is a very strong word, and my husband's here, so you know, you can't have everything, right? So I just miss it. Do I miss Swiss Chalet? I like what you did there. I haven't had Swiss Chalet in a very, very long time. I miss Saint Hubert, which is like a Swiss Chalet, but it's Quebec and Eastern Ontario only. When your back hurts, get your free adjustment from Spaceman. I know. That's what whenever I feel like I need to go to the chiropractor, this isn't a chiropractor thing. This is like, I thought it was a nerve thing. I don't know if it's nerve anymore, but. No. Have I been to Disneyland? Yes, I have. I do go back for the holidays, yes. So I went last Christmas. I do every other Christmas because my husband's family's here. So my first year I moved here in September. I went home in October to pick up little Miss Martha May, and she's right here. And then I stayed here for Christmas. I went home last year. I'm probably staying here this year and just like alternate that way. Oh, I know. I wish we could. So the Junior Varsity team, if you don't know, Kim and I have self-proclaimed ourselves Junior Varsity, JV for life, and JV for the win. Junior Varsity means, like, we have the varsity team, which is Tanya and Janelle, and then you have us, Junior Varsity. So Junior Varsity's got plans. Just saying. Not happening for a little bit, but they're happening. Well, Kim, we'll have to tell them together on a stream. But JV for life. And I love being Junior Varsity. I am totally content being Junior Varsity. I have a blast, so, you know. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was doing Canadian slang terms and I totally forgot. Okay. We can do a quiz, but no one's allowed to cheat and Google what things mean. Oh, the wait will. Okay. So if you were to go to Tim Hortons is a coffee and donut shop in Canada. I'm sure most of you have heard of it. And I'm indifferent about kids. Hey, Robert. And so if I go to Tim Hortons and I ask for a regular coffee, what's a regular coffee order in Tim Hortons? Does anyone know? Canadians are not allowed to answer. Just saying. And if you don't know, that's totally fine. Michael. No. A regular, if you go to Tim Hortons and you say a regular, you're getting a medium, 1 cream or milk, and 1 sugar. If you ask for a double-double, which is actually, double-double is the most popular order at Tim Hortons. That is 2 cream or 2 milk, whichever you choose, and 2 sugar. You can get a triple-triple. I have never heard of someone asked for like a 4x4. I had one person. I'm like, they asked for a 4x4, which is that. And yeah. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Laura. But yeah, so that's how you order at Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons also can be called Timmy's, Tim's, Timmy Ho's. It just depends who you're talking to. Usually people say I'm going to Tim's. And yeah, so there's that. See, Timmy Ho's. It's a thing. Used to have a Tim Hortons in our town, and I'm sad it's gone. You know what's weird though is that in the U.S. they call them Tim Hortons Cake and Bake Shop, and I don't understand because there's no cakes at Tim Hortons. Like, I don't get it. Do you keep papers in a duotang? I used to, James. So a duotang is basically like a folder with those like metal prongs that you can like flatten. You know what I'm talking about? Like you stick them up straight to put your paper in, and then you flatten them by like I don't know, you do that to close it. I don't know. We call it a duotang. This is right down the road from where I work. It's just called Tim Hortons. Oh, okay. Maybe they stopped doing that. Maybe I was just like, that's silly. Met you yet? They say that's fair. I don't think ours is called that. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so I saw one in Syracuse, New York that was called that. No, a manila envelope is an envelope. Like, this is like a folder. This is a folder, a duotang. I don't know how to show you because my phone's there. Duotang. I'm gonna see if I can find a possible, because a duotang was it was the brand name. It was kind of like Kleenex. Like, everyone's like, oh, I need a duotang. Hey, Lori. She made it. Lori was a busy little girl today. I used to be jealous of people who had the plastic duotangs in school. Yeah, those were the fancy ones. I had the cardstock ones. Oh, freezies. So, freezies are, or like, yeah, we would always call them freezies. This is one thing that also messes me up here. Like, popsicle is with 2 sticks. A freezy is the one in like the plastic long tube. That's a freezy to me. I don't know what you guys call them here. I have not been to the casinos in Windsor. Freeze pop. Okay, I guess that would make sense, but it's a freezy for us. And like the brand that most of us got was Mr. Freeze, the really long ones after a soccer game. Interesting. Okay. Very interesting. Okay, other Canadian things. Let's see. I already said a 2-4 is a case of 24 beers. Oh, I'm not listening to this. This is an awful song. We're changing that. Okay. Sorry. I say pop. I say pop for sure. Or soft drink. It depends. Sometimes I say, oh, I just want a soft drink. So soft drink and pop. My favorite ice cream is mint chocolate chip. Okay, this is a Toronto saying, but I've probably said it on stream a couple times, maybe not. But it's like, if you need someone to stop talking, or if it's being loud, you just look at them going like, nice it. Just nice it. Means like, knock it off. Quiet. That's Toronto. That's not necessarily all of Canada. That's definitely Toronto. So it's like, it's spelled like nice, but with a Z or a Z. Let's see. This is also a Toronto one, which I've been known to say, where you would say like, are you reaching tonight? Or, okay, like, I'm gonna reach you. I'm gonna reach, which means like, I'll call you, or like, I'll come to you. Yeah, yeah. Like, you reaching tonight? Like, are you coming to here? That's that. I definitely say Zed. I definitely say Zed. You're gonna use nice it now? No, you didn't. So, okay. This is an ongoing thing. And here on my shirt, I have a button. I have a pin. I'm going to show you this. This is what a classic, hang on. And that's what a poutine looks like. What you guys would call poutine. But if you are from Quebec or Eastern Ontario, you say it the way it's supposed to be said, and it's poutine. So it's a Poutine. It's a poutine. I should do these. Maybe I will do one of these every week. That's a thought, Kim. You guys are learning quite a bit. Hello, David. How are you? Oh, I don't like tiger tail ice cream, but I know what you're talking about. I love chit-chatting. I really do. Hey, Melanie. What about the word soaker? Stepping in a puddle. Oh, God, it's the worst. Oh, God, soaker. You stepped in a puddle and your whole foot is just drenched. I'm pretty sure I said that on stream at Magic Kingdom when it was pouring. I'm like, oh, I got a soaker. Soakers suck. They're the worst. They're the worst. And half the time you get the soaker in the winter when there's like a little bit of slush on top of the water. I never have heard booter. That's a new one to me. That's a new one to me. Then you have a loonie and a toonie, which is your $1 and $2 coin. Maybe I have one I can show you. Hang on. Hi, Martha. Okay. I think I do. Here's my, my piggy bank. Hang on. I don't even know what's in here. Okay, I do have a toonie. Let's see if I have a loonie. Aha! I do have a loonie. Okay. Oh, that's an ugly toonie. There. That's a good toonie. Okay. Actually, I can probably show you a bunch of our coins if you're interested. If you're remotely interested. This is the song they sang. April. Not that you asked me, but... Okay. One moment. Oh, you didn't get Princess? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Thinking I still can't, I don't, but... Okay. I have a Netherlands coin? Where did that come from? Okay. Oh, it's probably a peg thing. So that's one thing also, guys, is that the peg is a way that it's something we call Winnipeg. The peg. Or winter peg. I don't think Winnipeg likes when we call them winter peg, though. Okay. Sorry, I'm just putting my money away. I don't have a quarter for some reason. Which Emma would say a quarter. A quarter. Quarter. Okay. Winnie the Pooh is named after Winnipeg. You are correct. Alright, I'm going to show you a 10-cent coin. Actually, let's go up. Let's go by denomination. Here's a 5-cent coin. So we have the queen on here, which these now have the king on them. And then it has a beaver. Hang on. Can you guys see it at all? And yeah, there's the beaver. He's on the 5-cent coin. Green is my favorite color. So the queen's on the back of this 10-cent. And here is the Blue Nose sailboat that has won many competitions from Nova Scotia. Here is a loonie. Again, we got the queen, which now has the king. But there's a loon on it. A loon. That's why it's called the loonie. because it historically has a loon on it. There's many variations through the year. And then here's the toonie. So this is a $2 coin. Loons are awesome, right, Christina? And they're two-toned. So you have gold in the middle, silver on the outside. There's the queen. I have Prince Charles or King Charles on one somewhere. And then here is the polar bear. That's the historical one. So there are different variations, of course. We have some quarters that have a poppy. A loonie is a $1 coin. And a loon is a duck in the duck family. Has the coolest sound. Coolest sounds. Okay, did I miss anything so far? Have I seen Ant Farm? I don't know what that is. So I'm going to say no. So the loonie is spelt like this, and the toonie is spelt like that. Marissa says you're Looney Tune. That's what that means. I can show you. So one thing that I still don't one thing that I like. Their sound is scary. I'm going to show you how brightly colored Canadian bills are. I only have a 50. I don't even know why I have it, but this is a Canadian $50 bill. Super bright red. You can see through it. See? There's the $50. And on it, you have the Governor General. So you have the Deputy Governor and the Governor General's signature. So this is William Lyon Mackenzie. He's a former Prime Minister. Why Royal on my money? Because we are still part of the Commonwealth. So we are still part of the, I guess, is it patriarchy now? But we're part of the monarchy. Yeah. And then this boat that's on here is a CCGS Amundsen. Amundsen. It's a research icebreaker. So that's what a Canadian $50 bill looks like. It looks fake to a lot of people, and it's like plasticky. It's not paper. So that's Canadian money. Hey Joe, how are you? So yeah, our $5 bill is blue, our $10 bill is purple, our 20 is green, our $50 bill is red. I believe our $100 bill is brown. I don't think we have any higher denominations, but let me check. $1 bills. These bills have to domesticate you. It's in your nature. No. We do have a $1,000 bill. As if I've ever seen that. It's okay. It says here. It's almost never seen today. Released as part of the 1986 to 2001 banknote line, it quickly became a favorite of gangsters and drug dealers, who were the only people who had regular need to make cash transactions that large. That's probably why they don't do it anymore. Hey Janelle, how are you, girl? We're having a Canada Day chit chat, get to know me Q&A thing. So yeah, we don't have the $1,000 bill. So I was just showing Canadian currency, what it looks like, because I have my little Canadian piggy bank. This is from Old Navy, from like 2011 or 12. So it's not Canadian Day, it's Canada Day. That was so funny. I loved when Janelle said that. She's like, Canadian Day. Like, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. Sorry, my jacket. This is a Canada jacket that I had when I was like 8 years old, and I must have been swimming in it because it still fits me. It's got an L for Lindsay, and then the back says Canada, and it's got the flag here. if anybody knows what this is supposed to look like, it's supposed to look like the, I think it was Nagano Olympic Games. That's what the Canadian Olympians came in wearing. So that's my jacket. All right. Do you have any questions, or do you want me to still go through these like Canadianisms? Because I can. Like the term clicks. Clicks is kilometers. So let's say, you know how like in the US you'd be like, oh, how far is that? You're like, oh, it's like 5 miles. Say 5 clicks. I have to just drive 5 clicks down the road. And so, oh, Emma asked a question. I'm sorry. Emma, where's your question? I missed it. Can you just ask it again, please? Sorry, I missed it. Yes, CavMac 1998. I could use some popcorn. I should make some after this. Does Canada have the same issues with counterfeit money like the US has? Not so much as they used to. And that's why we switched from paper money to that. We haven't had money like that for that long. It's probably been 10 years, so people are starting to get smart with it. But it's not nearly as bad. Like I remember working back home, and because we accept US currency at most places in Canada, and we'd have like a marker that you'd have to like, and if it turned a certain color, it was fake, or didn't turn a certain color. Did my dad do top 40? My dad did like everything. So my dad, growing up, he was doing top 40 for sure. And then like, I would say like top 40 adult contemporary. And then as like I got older, he moved to, like the oldies channel. Let's see. If it turns black, yes, exactly. It had to turn like, usually it was like that brown color. My question was, what's my favorite Disney ride or show? So I'm not a big show person. So I will say my favorite rides are Haunted Mansion, Pirates of the Caribbean, and Guardians of the Galaxy. What is my favorite Disney Channel original movie? I know I should say High School Musical, but I won't. This is like probably one that you have to like pull out of a hat. I don't know anyone that remembers it. I think Michael, I think you and I are the same, but it's Brink. Yeah, Brink. Yeah. How do you say hello in Canada? Well, it depends on your region. You just hello. Or if you are in Quebec, you could say allô or salut. Bonjour. It just depends. Hi. Same kind of thing. Yeah, Brink was my jam. Who are Casey and Finnegan? Mr. Dress Up! So Mr. Dress Up was basically Canada's Mr. Rogers. And Casey and Finnegan were his little like puppet guys. Holes. Oh, you liked Holes? Is that a Disney Channel or is that a movie? I think that's a movie. I don't think that's a Disney Channel one. Sorry if this has been asked, but what part of Canada are you from? Tim's I'm from Eastern Ontario, so I am, well, I'm from the, Ryan Gosling's hometown. That's our claim to fame. And, so I'm right on the border of the state of New York, so I can see New York across the river. Not New York City, but I can see the state of New York. I'm about 2 hours away from Lake Placid. And I'm right on the border of Ontario and Quebec, so I'm about an hour and 10 minutes from Montreal. And then if I'm driving in a different direction, I'm about an hour from Ottawa, Ontario. So I'm in a pretty decent spot. So that's partly why I don't have like a super thick Canadian accent. Like yeah, oh, Robert Munch, one of the best authors of all time. Yes, Robert Munch. I have, like, if I say words like sorry, you can hear, like, It's sorry. For sure. There's certain things, and like sometimes like my for sure. But yeah, no. Do you have any family? All of my family still lives in Canada except for my husband and his side of the family. Xenon, the girl of the 21st century. Oh, that's a good one. Oh my god, look at the Irish. Who's that? Was that Ryan Merriman? Is that what his name was? Ryan Merriman. Yes, I think yes it was. Oh my god, how did I just pull that name out of that? Holy crow. Crazy. Crazy. Okay, let's do Canadian slang terms. Let's see. Okay, so I did clicks. We say bucks a lot, like, oh, it's $5, $5. I didn't know that bucks was a Canadian thing. I thought everyone said that. That's $5. I watched it again, it's weird. Oh, weird. Oh my god. I am not gonna do a loon call. Hey, here for a moment. Long time no see. How are you guys? Hope you're doing well. Does anyone know who Bob and Doug McKenzie are? Hoser. So good. I feel like a lot of them would be weird. Yeah. It would be weird. Another thing, so I was talking to my mods, and you probably heard me on stream say it, where I say like Jesus Murphy. And I didn't know that was a Canadian thing until recently. And I asked my husband, I'm like, do you know anyone that says that? He's like, just you and your family. And it's like a safe way of like the church expletive or whatever. I don't know. Take off A. That's a solid one. A is a thing. We definitely say A. So, though, let me clarify. People don't necessarily understand how we use the word A. It's to get a confirmation of a statement. So, if I were to look at you and say, it's hot outside, that's not really telling you to answer me back. You might just look at me and be like, okay, yeah, not think anything of it. But if I go, it's hot outside, A, that is making me force you to say, yeah, it is. Like to agree with me or to disagree with me. It's to get a confirmation of a statement. So, oh, what is a loon called? So, okay, a loon is on the loony. It's a duck. It's a form of duck. And they're beautiful, and they have a very, very unique call. I can find one on YouTube for sure. Give me a second. For sure. That's my Canadian. For sure there, bud. Bud. That's a big Canadian thing. Is it the same way we use right? Kind of. It's kind of like, I'd say it's closer to the way you would say huh? Because right can be used and it's like someone will say something and you can reply with right, like, but you wouldn't reply with a. Yeah, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Loon call. Let's see. Doop-a-doop-boop-boo. Let's see. Hang on. Some of these videos are not good. Hey, let's go back. There. Hang on. Let me go back. Ah! What's that? That's a loon. That's what a loon sounds like. Did you guys hear it? I don't know. Living in nature with Lindsay. This is the loon. Oh my goodness. Do you remember Blue Mountains? I never went to Blue Mountain. But I know of Blue Mountain. But I never went there. Yeah, Emma uses Wicked all the time. Let's see. You see, Darla does not like the sound of the loon. I asked for some cutlery when I was in the States and they looked at me. Is cutlery not a word that you use in the United States? I hear silverware here a lot, but we use cutlery back home. My favorite animal is not a bird. My favorite animal is a bear. I love bears. So, yeah. Yeah, serviette. Well, serviette, it's like, it's getting phased out. Serviette is what we would call a napkin back home. So, but we also say napkin. So, it just depends. Renee eats bears? I hope not. I may have to have a conversation with that lady. Let's see. The word I say all the time if I can't remember something. I say thing or thingy. Yeah, that's common. Let's see. Starts this off top of a famous Canadian poker player is closing in on making... Oh, that's very cool. That's very cool. So, it's, no, it is not a Canadian goose. So, Canadian goose, I'm going to tell you. Geese? Absolutely not. They hiss at you when you walk by. They are mean little creatures. I am not a fan of Canadian geese. Actually, geese are mean. Yeah. If there's a video I posted a long time ago of me training for the Dopey Challenge, and I was out for a run, and I just stopped dead in my tracks because it was like a sea of geese, and I'm like, not today. Not today. Okay, another thing that we say that I used to get looked at. Okay, so I went to New York City and they looked at me like I was nuts. And I'm like, where's the washroom? They had no idea what I was talking about. And that's, we call like a bathroom, a restroom, a washroom. That I didn't know was a thing. But yeah, I don't know anybody who, I mean, geese are fine from afar. They're cool looking, I guess. But I thought washroom was universal, but people look at me like really weird. Like, I think that some people know what it means. Most people do, but like, I didn't realize that was a Canadian term. Like, our signs don't say restroom at like a mall or something. It says washrooms. I do not know. I do not know. Okay, another term. Kerfuffle. Maybe I just say it a lot, so I think I hear it a lot, but the term kerfuffle, it's like a bad situation, or like, it was a whole kerfuffle. Like, it was a whole thing. It's like, usually kerfuffle should be used as like, you use kerfuffle a lot. Okay, good. I'm like, some of these I'm not convinced are Canadian, but like, oh, this one is, my mod said, I've never heard that one. The term giver. Just giver. It means like, give it all you got. Just giver. Or it's like, if you walk by someone and they're like, giving their all, you're like, they're giving her right there. So, I know that one. Well, that's not a good thing. Chesterfield. Chesterfield is a form of couch. Well, it is a couch. Couch or a sofa. To me, it's like a really specific one. Like, it's the one with like the wood backs, with like floral. I would say like the Grand Floridian and Boardwalk have Chesterfields. I know, I'm starting to think that Bobby's in Canada. I think he's lying. He's not in West Virginia. So, we were watching, my husband and I were watching hockey playoffs. And I feel like if you're a hockey fan, you're going to know this term. But if not, you might not. But it's like, they scored and I was like, right in the 5-hole. And it's like, the 5-hole is like in between the goaltender's legs. So, did anyone who's a hockey fan not know that's what it's called? Or, like, is that a Canadian thing or is that a hockey thing? West Virginia, Alberta, exactly. Exactly. So funny. But yeah, so like, did you guys say 5-hole? Like, I scored in the 5-hole, or like right in the 5-hole. I don't know. You have a t-shirt that says "Shut Your 5-hole." That is fantastic. That is fantastic. Interesting. Okay, so a lot of you have heard it and some of you haven't. So Bobby, who is essentially Canadian in the way he speaks, has never heard 5-hole. Oh yeah. Beacon and chirping. Chirp and chirping. It's basically like teasing, or like trolling, or what do they say? Like if you would do that at like a comedy show or something. Not hazing, what's that? I say chirping, but there's another word for it. But it's like, yeah. It's like basically you're heckling. Thank you. That's the term. Chirping. Hi from Argentina. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me see. What else? Oh, so I had a friend from Newfoundland, so that's how I know this one. I've had a friend from Newfoundland, but like, I know I've had several friends from Newfoundland. What am I talking about? I haven't heard a lot of people say it, but I heard them say it once. Was the term come from away, which is actually a popular musical now. But basically, if someone were to move to Newfoundland and they weren't originally from there, or someone's visiting, you'd say, oh, they come from away. That's what that term comes from. Actually, it is. I've heard I haven't seen it, but I've heard great things about it. Okay, a Caesar is essentially, so a Bloody Mary. I don't like Bloody Marys at all, but I love a Bloody Caesar. So it's essentially, it's almost the same thing. The mix is different. Like I don't get mixed. We build them from scratch, but it's essentially the same general kind of drink, but instead of just tomato juice, it's clamato juice. So it's like clam juice and tomato juice. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. Oh, I want one so bad. Also, Lori, you missed Ron. Ron was in the stream earlier. He came and delivered me my Molson Canadian. Do I miss not living in Canada? Yes, I do. I don't mind it here, but I do miss back home a lot. I have my moments. I mean, I have great friends here. I have great family here. So it's not that sense. It's just when you're used to something, there's always like, Canada's always going to be like home for me. So what do me and my husband do for fun, not working or streaming? We often we watch a lot of sports. We watch every Monday and Friday. We're watching wrestling. Yeah, we just watch a lot of sports. I make him come to like Hobby Lobby and stuff with me at Christmas to like do all my shopping. But yeah, we just enjoy each other's company. We can literally do nothing. We can just sit on the couch on opposite sides of the couch, and we might not even have to watch the same thing, but as long as we're in each other's company, we're fine. It sounds a little violent. It's true. Do I miss the snow? I miss the snow on Christmas, the week of Christmas and New Year's, like that between Christmas and New Year's. I miss it. But I've always said, but even back home, like, if I never saw snow in between those times, I'd be fine. Let's see. And then I'll meet Ron when you guys have me over for dinner. Yes. See that? Lori's inviting herself over, and that's totally fine with me. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. Okay, let me see here. I've said this on stream, eager beaver. Someone's an eager beaver. It means like you're a keener, which is also a Canadian word. Keener. But it's like, if you call someone a keener, it's a little bit more insulting than saying they're an eager beaver. Let's see. Trash panda. Does anyone know what a trash panda is? If you're in Toronto, you really know trash pandas well. It is a raccoon. Yep, and it was referenced in Guardians of the Galaxy too. I used to have a stuffed beaver when I was a kid, and a t-shirt that said, oh, that's awesome. I love it. I love that. And of course there's toque, which is what you guys call a beanie, and I hate that word so much. A toque. Toque is a knitted winter hat. Let me see, I think, well, that's it for that website. That was Canadianisms. There's some provinces that say different things, like a hoodie in Saskatchewan they call a bunny hug. We don't call it that in Ontario, it's just a hoodie. But you feed on purpose? I hope not. Hey Gabriel, how are you? Hope you are having a fantastic day. What's this? Moving to Canada? Here are 75 Canadian English slangs and phrases you must know. Let's see. Oh, this is one that everyone thinks is so funny because, you know, we're all we're all like 8-year-old boys. Homogenized milk, or what you guys call whole milk, we call homo milk because it's homogenized. So that's one. What Americanisms caught me by surprise? I don't think anything caught me by surprise, but things that were hard to get used to was like gallons versus liters at the gas station. Like, that's weird. Like, I still don't know if I'm getting a good deal or not. I just assume, oh, it's under $3. Okay, great. But I don't know. It's hard. What are gray squirrels called in Canada? I think just a gray squirrel. I don't think they have a name. Imperial measurements are stupid. Well, they're just weird. Oh, this one's a good one. A Molson muscle. Does anyone know what a Molson muscle is? It's probably one of my favorites. I used to tell people all the time, you better be careful before you get your Molson muscle. As I'm drinking a Molson. A Molson muscle, just so everyone knows, is a beer belly. That is a beer belly. Yeah, James would know what that is for sure. Oh, one thing that's actually really hard or weird to get used to is, like, you guys call, what I call Kraft dinner is you guys call Kraft macaroni and cheese, but we call it like Kraft dinner or KD, and it tastes different. It's very odd. Same concept, totally same concept. It just tastes different. The French word for squirrel is écureuil. Yep, that is the French word for squirrel. Écureuil. It's not hard to say. Well, it is hard to say if you don't speak French. Yeah, that's a weird word. What's the difference in taste? The US one's just gross. I don't know how to explain it. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, it's probably the fake stuff. I don't know. I mean, how real can powdered cheese be regardless, but tourtière, but I just say tourtière is a meat pie. So good. Let's see. Yes, I do speak French. I do. I'm a little out of practice. I can understand it better than I can speak it now, because French grammar is very difficult. And my French is like Quebecois French, so I have a Quebecois accent when I speak in French. Like, I even like move my mouth to the side a little bit. At least I think I do. I feel like I do when I speak it. Cheese in powder form is most natural form according to... Oh, well. I don't know. I do not know. A knapsack is a backpack. We call them knapsacks. I used to say that in school. I need a knapsack. Where's my knapsack? You guys call them tennis shoes. We call them runners. That's true. A bathrobe. I didn't realize this wasn't a thing here. You guys don't call them house coats? We call them house coats. Oh, this one I know. You guys say colored pencils, but we call them pencil crayons. Runners is common here. I grew up saying knapsack, but some bags. For some. Oh, see, ours are like school bags would be a knapsack. But what if you're playing tennis? Do you still call them runners? No, we don't call them tennis shoes. I just got my running shoes, or I got shoes for tennis. Yes. Okay, this one I was supposed to go true. True. We use for like okay, fine. True. True. Are you descendant? True. Let's see. I've only said this like a couple times, but like to hang a Larry is to turn left in the car. What is Michael saying? So you play tennis and your runner seems ineffective. Michael, you run from side to side, so it is very effective. Just saying. This is kind of a hockey term, but I guess you could say it when you deke. It's to avoid an object. Or like, oh, you deke the conversation, you're avoiding the conversation. That's one. Let's see. So one thing here, it's like we have college and university. And university is after school college. So like you guys are, oh, he's going to college, but he's going to like the University of Florida. That's a university. That's not a college. We have colleges, which are more, I guess what the United States calls community college. But those are like it's not, I feel like there's such an awful, I hate that they call it community college because it just sounds awful. It's like college back home is where you get, it's more like the hands-on, like the trades and stuff like that. More like hands-on stuff, where it's university is more like theoretical. But yeah, I hate the term community college because there's nothing wrong with going to community college. I'm just saying that now. If you go to community college, there's nothing wrong with it. Okay? Okay. That's all I have to say about that. Yeah, but like it's not all just trades. Like you could go there for culinary. And hey, Match. Yeah, you could go there for culinary. Hey, hi, Tanya. Who's my favorite Disney character? So I was saying earlier that it's a hard decision. It depends on my mood. Sometimes I'm Powerline. Sometimes I'm Hercules. Sometimes I'm Hades. Sometimes I'm Tiana. Some days I am Jack Sparrow, Frozone. It just really depends on my mood. But hello, Tanya. How are you? I missed you out there today, but we were covered with Janelle and Kim today. Culinary is a trade. Okay, that's fair. But like you can go to college for like travel, to be a like to work in events, anything like that. It's just more hands-on. University is like theoretical. that's how it's like 4 years in university or 2 to 3 years in college. It's just a different type of program. What is the big blue plush? Oh, this is Flick from A Bug's Life. He's humongous. Okay, this is Flick. He is huge. So if I put his feet to the ground and I put him beside me, he's up past my hip. He's humongous. I won him when the VHSs came out. Who remembers when A Bug's Life came out on VHS? There was 4 different covers. There was different characters. I got all 4 covers. I got this guy, and I got like a picnic backpack thing, which I gave to my parents. But it won that at Walmart. Won it at Walmart. I've won like 3 or 4 contests at our local Walmart. I don't know how, but I did. I know he does need a SwishWilly shirt. I should put one on him for sure. So, hey Joanne, so we don't say freshman, junior, sophomore. We just say senior or freshman. But even then, it's just like, no, okay, so when I was in high school, at least back home, it's changed a little bit in my hometown. So, you used to do elementary school, which was kindergarten to the 8th grade, which we call grade 8. We don't say really 8th grade back home. It means the same thing, but. And then high school. We didn't really have junior high or like middle school, at least in my hometown. So then we went from 9 to 12. And, oh, bye Laura, have a great night. And when you got to the 9th grade, you were a minor niner. And then that was it. If you were 10th grade, or like grade 10, grade 11, you were kind of just like, whatever. And then you were a senior. You're a minor niner or you were a senior. That was it. And then, of course, if a lot of people, so we used to have this program. They don't have it anymore. It's called OAC. I don't even know what it stands for. I'm sure I could find it somewhere. Which was essentially grade 13. So people who wanted to go to a university, they either wanted to get an additional credit, they wanted to study something before they went in, or they wanted to up their grades, they would come back. When they got rid of that of grade 13, actually, you used to have to do grade 13 to get into a university. They stopped it, but people were still like, I don't feel like I'm ready yet. Ontario Academic Credit, thank you. And if you weren't, some people just weren't ready to go and they wanted to still like up their grades or whatever, they would come around and we would just call it a victory lap. So they're doing their senior year over again. But that was by choice most times. But yeah, that's how that school stuff works back home. Let's see. I don't think I missed anything. So those years, you would just say, I'm in grade, yeah, you were just in grade 10. You weren't a sophomore. Like sophomore and junior were not terms that we used. I always heard it on TV. But then you go like places like Toronto, they still didn't say like sophomore or junior, but like, I'm only saying Toronto because we had Degrassi and Degrassi Junior High, so. They never year grade here. That's so interesting. They don't. So like you wouldn't say you're in like 9th grade. Because we always say like grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, grade 3. Woo, sounded French. Grade 3, and etc. up to 12. But like if people go, oh, what grade are you in? I wouldn't say I was a senior. I'd say I was in grade 12. Oh, you're so fun, Christina. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. It's Canada Day, so we have a Molson Canadian. I'm talking so much that the beer is getting a little warm, but it's fine. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, we wouldn't say that. I would say I was in grade 9. I mean, it's not weird. It's just different. You'd use the number up until 9th. Oh yeah, we used it all the way through. We would say like, once you get to university is when, that's the thing, it's like college was where you would use the freshman to senior thing. But even still, we would say, oh, I'm first year. Yeah, I don't think we really ever did it, now that I think about it. No, first year, second year, third year, fourth year. That was it. No, it's graduation. You just graduate. That's the same word. Oh my god, graduation was so long. We had like the biggest, at least in my school, we had the biggest, most amount of grads in my school that year. And my last name started with a W, so I was like, the last possible row. You know it's bad. I remember I was sitting next to Norman Yee. I'm like, oh god, I'm next to a Y. You just know it's gonna be a long day. Oh, see, Frosh to me is like, Frosh is like the first week of school, like Frosh week. But I guess that's freshman week, I suppose. 8th grade is the last we use the number. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know Mitch, for sure. Yeah, being a W was rough. It was. Oh, you're in Ottawa. Okay, that's not too far from where I grew up. Ottawa's great. Oh, you're not over at Parliament? What? Is it raining? I hope it's not raining. Wasn't Sarah McLachlan performing at Parliament today? And I think Blue Rodeo was too, right? Why are you not there? Oh, I used to love going to Parliament Hill for Canada Day. I'm not shaming you for not going. I'm just curious as to why you're not going. Boop, 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 boop. Don't mind Martha. She is barking. That's God knows what. I'm pretty sure it was... Honestly, the last time I went to Parliament Hill, like, proper, was Will and Kate's first visit to Canada. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. National Evening Show. Who is performing? Yeah, Sarah McLachlan was there. Tom Cochrane was there. For anyone who doesn't know, he was the original singer of Life is a Highway. Not Rascal Flatts. Rock Voisin. That's a French guy. Randy Bachman was there. Wow. Amanda Marshall. That's solid. Mitsu. Oh my god, Mitsu. Who else was there? Well, Blue Rodeo. Huh. Would you look at that? I would have been there that year. This year, for sure. Sarah McLachlan is pretty solid. Anyway, sorry. Or am I too young? I would say so. I don't know what that is. I know, I am a crazy computer person. I'm like too fast. I know, but that's all I do all day for work, right? I'm like always on my computer. Oh yeah, I definitely know Everclear. They're coming to Orlando soon. I think I saw. Yeah, Tom Cochrane's version of Life is a Highway is way better than Rascal Flatts. I'm just saying. Not saying anything, but I'm just saying. Who is that? Coeur de Pirate. Pirate Heart? That's a weird name. Okay. It's a band. Or a girl. Huh. Interesting. Who knew? Oh, Blue Rodeo played in Summerside. They were not in Ottawa. They were when CBC pans over. Got it. So, I don't know anybody who is... There was a bunch of people in Yellowknife. Interesting. Sorry, I'm just kind of going off looking at what's going on. Huh. Okay, cool. What happened at noon? I don't think... Oh, Amanda Marshall performed at noon. Amanda Marshall is Canada's Sheryl Crow. I'm gonna say that. Do I listen to country music? Not really. There's some songs I listen to. I don't mind Sam Hunt. there's like, of course, like some of the, I guess, of the chicks now. I was supposed to say their other name. I don't know. It depends. It depends on the song. I'm definitely not a big country person. I saw, okay, I will tell you a funny story. Well, I think it's a funny story. You guys might not. But, so I got free tickets to see Faith Hill and Tim McGraw. So I went, and I really only knew that one Faith Hill song, Breathe, I think that's what it's called. That's the only song I knew. I'm like, I know nothing. I knew that they were both very big artists, and I'm like, I should be very grateful that I'm here for free to see like Tim McGraw and all that. Anyway, but I didn't realize so Tim McGraw started singing, and not kidding, I spit my drink out because I thought one of his songs was a joke song, and it was like, I thought it was just like on a commercial, and I was like, this is an actual song. What song was it? Oh, I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. My husband just heard me singing, and he's, Ron.
Sorry. That's a song.
It's your song? Anyway, I thought it was a joke song. Apparently not. And the person beside me died laughing because I literally said so loud, I'm like, this is a real song? Like, anyway, I felt so silly. I'm just like, these people probably hate me. You know, they're like, we love Tim McGraw, and this girl's like, this is a real song. But that was me. Okay, it makes you an outcast so you don't. I have never been to Boots and Hearts, but I had a good friend of mine that performed at Boots and Hearts not that long ago. Boots and Hearts. Boots and Hearts is a country festival. It's kind of like the country Coachella in Ontario. Let's see. You're the weird punk music lover. There's nothing weird about being a punk music lover. They play that song in the Nashville Predators score. What a lame song to play when someone scores. Like, is there nothing better from Nashville than that? That just seems like a lame song to play when you score. Ron?
Yeah.
You know Nashville... Yeah, okay, the Nashville Predators, when they score, they play that song.
Do that?
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
No.
Oh, he doesn't think it's weird.
Pretty funny.
I think it's bizarre. Personally. But like... What?
Well, that's because you ain't spent much time in the country.
My husband just goes, well, that's because you don't spend much time in the country. Whatever, Rod. Let's see. It does sound like... that's the thing. It doesn't sound like a... Here, I scored a goal. How bizarro. Like, I don't even know what songs play. I know, like, when the Raptors get a 3, they go... Bah, 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 bah. That's the sound that plays. I was raised in the country, and I still think it's... Okay, fair. Fair. That's so funny. That is pretty funny. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. I know it's a little bit different, but you're getting to know me a little bit more, which is kind of fun, I think. Let me think here. Other country stuff. I remember when I was younger, one of my sister's friends loved, like, Alan Jackson, and I was like, what is that music? Just because we didn't listen to it back home. But yeah, we have an OG by Pantera. Oh, and that makes sense. That makes sense. Darryl, I think we had a conversation about Pantera, didn't we? Not long ago. I think we were talking about Dimebag Darrell. It was awful, 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 awful. Oof. Marissa's a football Steelers fan, so all I know... Steelers fan. I'm just kidding. I won't say that because I know Tanya's family's all Steelers. I'm an Eagles fan. This is an autographed picture here of Donovan McNabb. Just saying. Love my Eagles. Love my Eagles. changed it a while back and everyone was like, nope, that's fair. I remember it was funny, the Blue Jays, you know how, and this was before Guardians came out, just so you know, but you know how the Red Sox have Sweet Caroline and everyone knows that? The Blue Jays tried to do Hooked on a Feeling and everyone was singing it, but we're like, this is not going to catch the way they think it's going to catch. Anyway, they stopped it because people were like, this is dumb. I was supposed to be a fan of a franchise that knows how to win. Well, Michael, you can always come over to the green side. Just saying. Actually, I have a really funny Funko. He's way up there, though. Does everyone remember when Jason Kelsey like ripped his shirt off with his head, like, had this like toque on and, just, and had beer in his hand? They made a Funko out of it, and I got it as soon as it came out. Like, this is so good. I have that, and then I have 2 Jalen Hurts ones. I have the full black, and then I have the Kelly green. Yeah. Who are some of your classic Canadian rockers? That's a great question. I love, I mean, you can't go wrong with Neil Young, but he's not really like, well, he is like folk rock. You know, there's so many. The band. You can't go wrong with the Guess Who. Then you got, like, April Wine's got fun songs. You got Trooper, they've got fun songs. Tragically Hip, like, hello. Tragically Hip. Here's the thing, I like Rush, I'm not a huge Rush fan. There's a huge Rush following in the United States, it's crazy. Nickelback's fine. I have nothing wrong with Nickelback. Oh, well, welcome in, Steven. Yes, I said the Guess Who. Rush is a guy's band. Fair. You know the song American Woman? And they also have this song like, no sugar tonight in my coffee, no sugar tonight in my tea. And they have These Eyes Cry Every Night for You. It is a band name. And actually, I'm going to give you a fun story about this. The Guess Who got their band name. Where they? Yes, when they tell her to get away. Exactly. So, okay. The Guess Who got their band name. This is me and music knowledge. Thanks, Dad. So the Guess Who got their name. So they were in the recording studio. And their lead singer, didn't show up and all, whatever. Anyway, Burton Cummings, who is the lead singer of the Guess Who now, was not the lead singer then. And he was in the studio, basically being like a studio musician. And they're like, we need you to like sing on these tracks so they could at least get like demos or something made. And then they liked him so much that they released their name as, I forget what their band name was, and Guess Who, because it was like their band name and Guess Who when they released it, because it wasn't their lead singer. So then when they were like, we want you to be the lead singer, then they changed their name to the Guess Who. So that's how they got that name. Bryan Adams is your favorite singer. He is Canadian. Bryan Adams is great. It's like a knife. Oh, have a great evening. Sleep well, Helen. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. It is a great story, isn't it? I love that one. I'm full of all these fun facts. What other band? Tragically Hip is one of my faves. Of course, you got Bare Naked Ladies. That's great. You know what one of my favorite songs of all time is? Wildflower by Skylark. And that's a Canadian band. A lot of people don't realize that David Foster, the world-renowned producer, musician, he played keyboards for that band Skylark. And yeah, little Canadian boy right there. There's a lot of them. Hey Liv, how are you? Liv, can you tell Fafa that I just told the story about how the Guess Who got their band name, he'll be happy that I remembered that story. I never know how to properly reply when people tell me that. I know I love little info like that myself. I like learning things. And one of my, I said this on stream before, I gave this little music fact, because this is one that I've like freshly learned, that there's only 2 bands, and I know April's going to say One Direction, and it's not, but 2 bands that play their own music. We're not talking boy bands, okay? But there's 2 bands in history that each individual member has charted with a hit, and there's only 2 of them. That each one, no matter what instrument they played, and one being the Beatles, of course, because they all got very famous, and the other one is Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, and that's it. There's only those 2. Fun fact for you, that they each had individual hits, in case that was interesting to you all at all. Oh, my music stopped. Why? Ah! Oh, here's... I can look through this. Our Lady Peace, one of my fave Canadian bands. I'm not being biased. Hang on, I'm looking this up. Okay, so you are right, and I know you were right, because that's the song Louis was popular with? What? I thought he was only thought he had that one song with, what's his name? Steve Aoki. What do I know? But yes, you are correct. Louis is the weakest link, but Louis was my favorite. Marissa just said Alanis Morissette, my Canadian queen. Okay, Alanis is a Canadian queen. We love Alanis. That's the fastest typing you've ever heard. That's what Mitch said. That's so funny. Yes, Our Lady Peace is Canadian. And they are an awesome, awesome band. And of course, for you country lovers, we got Shania Twain. Now he left. And we got the Bare Naked Ladies. For those of you, Katie Lang, she's solid. All the Canadian hip hop, just so everyone knows the truth. Like, when I was going through, like, high school and stuff, oh yeah, the best. Oh, I love you too, Liv. I know you're going to be here, and if you're not here, I know you're going to be watching. Oh, you're so sweet. It's going to take a while to get to 10K, but you are the sweetest little thing. Oh, and I miss you. They were inducted Canada's Walk of Fame tonight? Wow. Hi, Renee. Renee just rolling into it. Anne Marie. Yeah, she is an icon. She is an icon. One of my favorite musicians, and I worked for him for a little bit. Marissa Loveson, which is nice. Hawksley Workman. Love him. And then, of course, we have Great Big Sea, which is the Maritimes. Hey, just an ordinary day. They have my favorite song by them, though, is The Night That Pat Murphy Died. Solid. Yes, Bare Naked Ladies are solid. Bare Naked Ladies sing if you don't know who they are, I'm sure you do. But if you don't, they also sing the theme song to The Big Bang Theory. Fun little factoid. Yes. That's one of my favorite Hawksley songs too, Marissa. It really is. Alright, so I think I was going to finish the stream earlier because I thought Kim was going to be doing her trivia tonight, but that's got pushed to tomorrow night. So if you have not done trivia with Disney Girl Kim, please make sure you are doing that. She's going to be live tomorrow at 9 p.m. Oh, Maroon. Maroon's a great album. Stunt's a great album. No, I'm not really a big Rush fan. I understand why people are into them though, but hey TA Sims. Oh, thank you. This is my office. This is what a Zoom call with me. If when you see me on people's streams going, I'm back from a Zoom call. This is what everyone's seeing. Here's Bare Naked Ladies. And this is from the album Maroon. Perfect time of year. Maroon is the album with their song 1 Week, which is probably the most popular one, I would say, in the US. Triumph, Trooper. Yes, Trooper solid. Glass Tiger, Tea Party, Snow, and Bomber. Sky, underrated band. Philosopher Kings, love the Philosopher Kings. The Moffats, which was Canada's, we did talk about Tom Cochrane, yep. Moffats, which was Canada's Hanson. Finger 11. Another one I worked for, Serena Ryder. People probably know her one song from a Lincoln commercial. This is for... I saw Sum 41. Yes, Sum 41. Solid. Simple Plan. Trouble Charger. So many good ones. And of course we got Robin Thicke and Blurred Lines. Bachman Turner Overdrive. Sorry, I'm just like looking at a lot of songs that people don't even know are Canadian. Like some songs that oh, Finger 11, they're so good. Like Seasons in the Sun. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun. So many good songs. Of course, Avril. Does anyone know how the band got their name? And the band, just so if you don't know who the band are, they have the song called The Weight, the Take a Load Off Fanny, Take a Load of Free, or the Up and Cripple Creek, Up and Cripple Creek. Okay, I'll tell you how they got their name. So, they, back in the day, they went by the name The Hawks, and they were the Hawks because they were backing like Ronnie Hawkins, but then when they started gaining like popularity and traction when they started backing Bob Dylan, and Bob Dylan said, it was like an off-the-cuff statement. I don't know if it was in like I don't know if it was in an interview or if he said it and they just didn't like it, and he goes, oh, and this is the band, and like said it like blasé. And the reason why, and so because they said the band, they quit. They're like, we're not Bob Dylan's backup band anymore, we're done. And they went off on their own, called themselves The Band, because that's what Bob Dylan called them, and the rest is history. So, that's that. That's that one. Let's see. Okay. What am I missing here? Oh, I know. That's a great ringtone. My very first ringtone I ever had, that I bought in high school was "You're as Cold as Ice." Why I don't know, but that was the one I picked. Foreigner. You're as cold as ice. So that's that one. Oh, I didn't know that, Mitch. I didn't know you had a good friend from Canada. That's cool. That's very cool. You're as cold as ice. You're willing to sacrifice. Let's see. Am I missing anything? Oh, she didn't buy ringtones. That's fair. That's fair. All right. Well, we're almost at 10 o'clock. So this went longer than I thought it was. But I had a great time chatting with you guys, and we will do this again because this was a lot of fun. So we're gonna sign off. But thank you so much. I appreciate you guys so much. Oh God, SCTV, so good. That's Second City, everybody. But have a wonderful rest of your evening. Oh God, you guys keep talking. Crash Test Dummies. Oh my God, I love Crash Test Dummies. So good. But anyway, so we are saying goodbye. But oh wait, Michael, do you hear what's playing right now? Michael always talks about this band whenever we're in line for Guardians. I don't know if you can hear it or not. But anyway, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your night. I love you guys very, very much. And I can't believe you guys stuck with me all night just to hear me ramble. So thank you for thinking I'm interesting. I think you guys are fantastic and extra interesting. And I hope to see you guys very, very soon. I'm not 100% sure my back's going to be great enough for Thursday. But if it is, I'll be in park. If not, maybe we'll just have to do another one like this. But thank you guys so much. And I love you dearly. Have a great rest of your night. Sleep tight. Bye.